Welcome back, friends. I got a good one for you today. This is a latest game footage from Moscow. It was yesterday. Today we are September 24th. So this was from yesterday. No, it's not my gameplay, but it's great gameplay, and any great gameplay deserves to be shared. It's OnE from server 1 facing against United Nations. That's why OnE are in teal color. Okay, now they are gonna siege this base. Nothing spectacular here. Oh, someone just dropped. He's gonna try to ambush United Nations. Yep. So good place, good jump. Gonna try his artillery to attack this super heavy. And now, ooh, you gotta be careful because you see on the upper portion of the screen, the BM. This is a strong BM. Look, he's gonna get bombarded by a bomber, but this bomber will have little effect. Now, for a reason, this base got activated. Now, this is gonna be interesting. Will he be able to survive this attack? There's not much artillery, and that strong BM is eating the aggro. So this base could survive if... Oh no, maybe not. I didn't see the group behind him, or yeah, bottom of him. Yeah, this base, it will not survive. That's why it's important when you siege a base, always have a small team to pull security. Make sure that you don't get ambushed, and if you do, then at least you can prevent the enemy unit from leaving the base and attacking the group busy sieging the other base. That's the concept behind when you do army group. You want a heavy group to take care of bases, and you want a smaller group or fast group composed of light and main battle tank to make sure that the heavy group is well protected. Now they're gonna go for this guy here, Seth. And you see how many they are? So this tank, super heavy at 20 million power, maybe 20.1. He's gonna take the aggro. Oh, this base is not empty. So yeah, at this point, what you want to do is pull out and pull and garrison back, so the aggro aims at another target than the super heavy, because that a super heavy at 20.9 million power, if your base is not strong enough, it may not be able to burn it. That's with the new 5.0 update. Now the super heavy are much more powerful. They are very durable, like in the good old days. Okay, so Astra is gonna eat it now. And guys, don't get offended if I comment the gameplay. It's not to make fun of anyone. I just want to highlight some good play and some bad play. So if you look at this video, if you're playing this in this game and you look at this video, that's how you're gonna learn a little bit. You're gonna see your mistake or see your good moves. Yeah, they're going at it. Ooh, yeah, he lost one howitzer right there. So it seems that the area is clean. Now they're gonna go see this guy, Marcin and Marty. Yep. Good luck to you guys. Usually when I play this kind of map, where this layout, I mean, so you have to take out the bases right there, those two bases, so you can ignite the village. And you gotta be really careful when you overextend your troops. Of course, you need a fast group to defend the heavy group, but keep in mind that the enemy will be tempted to jump in the middle of the reinforcement and try to cut you off. So now they will surround this base. There's a lot of strong players in United Nations. Of course, there are some strong players in OnE too, but it seems that United Nations have the upper end in terms of power. Yeah, this base is definitely sleeping, not much going on, so you will lose everything. Now this guy Marty is gonna do better. 152 million power, an average base. Yeah, not bad. All those bases are pretty much on the same power level, and mind you, it's not because you're 150 that you have exactly the same layout as your neighbor. Your neighbor might have more, might be more focused on units. You may be more focused on base defense. Now once again they will open fire on this base, super heavy opening fire. So far so good. So there you go. Now the village is on fire. At this point, what I like to do, and what you should do if you're in charge of that army group, of course. Oh wait, you see? Now somebody jump on this village to heal it. Now this is a good spot because, like I said, he can cut off reserves by destroying all the reinforcement. You just need to put a howitzer out of your base and use a tank to hunt those reserves. And now the problem is when you see a bomber, yeah, this is maybe not the best move because UN bomber is attacking the base, and now this base is active. So any troop driving toward or near this base will get engaged by the aggro. You see the helicopter? Yep. So this guy said no thank you. So you gotta be careful when you send your bomber, or when you send your bomber. Make sure that you have good comm between your teammates so you don't kill each other. This guy there, Shanti. Yeah, Shanti, I'm sorry you missed your jump. Guys, if you want to make sure that you jump correctly, click on the upper right portion of the screen. I got a video that will tell you how to jump without doing a mistake. Now maybe it was bad timing because it seems that this guy jumped right next to the bone collector. In that case, you need to act fast, because when you're exposed like this or defenseless, it's a matter of time before they start attacking you. Yeah, United Nations have really strong air force. And you don't really see the anti-aircraft new technology in action. I mean, maybe he doesn't have it unlocked yet, but it doesn't seem like he's doing much damage to the airplanes. Now, okay, this guy woke up. Maybe his game crashed. I don't know, because usually when this happens, you want to base fast. Will he be able to make it? No, he's blocked. So hurry up. Yeah, he lost a howitzer there. Yeah, that Katyusha is doing some good damage. Unfortunately, he's too close to that light tank. He could have saved his Katyusha, but he tried to go all out. So only one troop in this base. Yeah, he's gonna get bombed. And now in that situation, what you want to do is you want to train right now, and you may want to use the speed training buff, either 200% or 500%, to make sure you are back in the fight. The King of Bayan is getting sieged. This is not gonna last long. So once again, this group is still, there's still a lot of troops from UN on this village. Okay, now he's training back. Yep. Be careful, this base, yeah, this base is activated, so you need to be careful when you approach this. You want to approach it with at least one super heavy, and by the time all the troops are in place, this base will do a lot of damage. United Nations are kind of lucky because this base is half empty still. He did a little bit of kills, but he would have done much more damage if his base was full. Why? His base is not full because he missed his jump. Yep, little mistake there. Oh, more. One player dropping. So this is going to be interesting, guys. Now, if you thought that United Nations would be able to burn that village easily, I guess not. One seems to be determined to keep this village. Yep, now Bone Collector is going to eat it. Ooh. Yeah, he's not going to last long. When you see on the first few seconds the health bar dropping like that, it means that your base will die quite soon. Or quite fast. So now, when you start dropping like that, you may want to organize army group, try to go behind the enemy lines, disturb them, bother them, kill their reserves. That may not have a direct effect, but on the long run, it will weaken the army group. Remember that, yeah, army groups are dangerous, they're big, they're quite efficient, but once you start destroying that group, by the time they reassemble that group, it may take up to 5 and 10 minutes, depending on how many players are online. So that's why you want to attempt to destroy the army group. It seems like OnE is really well organized. They are calm, they are almost relaxed, they are taking their time, but once they gather around, they don't lose time. I mean, they engage a base right away. When you gather around and you have maybe like 3 or 4 super heavy and everybody is waiting to the player who will open fire, then you expose yourself. That player may say, well, I'm gonna try to use my bombers and aim for the artillery. Now, they're not losing much time. As soon as they gather, they engage. They take care of business. So, okay, he's gonna open fire once again. And also, you see this guy, Cassio? He got some really strong fighter planes, and you need those fighter cover to prevent an attempt to counter with a bomber. Fighters works with bombers all the time. Yeah, so this guy, AK-47, he jumped not in a random place, he jumped at a place where he can hurt the reinforcement, and because some United Nations guy bombed his base, now everything that will get come close will taste the aggro. It will do some significant damage. So this is a great spot for AK-47 to jump and hurt the reinforcement, especially when this base got activated. You see that land tank got destroyed instantly. On the downside, he's very close to the border of UN, meaning that those guys can, yeah, you see, those guys are really close and they can jump to destroy him. Well, not jump, but get out of their base to destroy him. So it's a short-lived revenge. Now I believe that this land is clear of enemy. Yeah, so they will naturally ignite the village, or maybe this guy he's really close on the border. No, he's not close enough. So they're gonna ignite the village. And when you ignite a village, your duty, if you're online, of course, is to look at this view right there. You know exactly, you see where the arrow is pointing? If I want to jump, I'm gonna jump there. So you want to make sure that you have a view of the whole village, the whole piece of land, so you can see who will jump, because they will jump. Of course, they will attempt to heal the village, and you want to make sure that you are waiting for them when they do. If you go too far from your bases, then by the time you come back, that base, that enemy base who will jump, will do a lot of damage. So you got to be careful for that. That's why you should split your team in two, because this guy, he doesn't need much firepower to destroy. He may not be even active. Is he? Yeah, he is. But regardless, a small team can take care of this guy, and the other team watch the village, make sure that nobody jump. There you go. So this guy is done. Village is still burning. And when you have the benefit of playing on a tablet is you can have a good viewing angle, a good viewing surface of what's going on. When I'm watching a village burning, that's how I play. I make sure I see everything, because it's only a matter of time when the enemy will jump to heal the village, and you need to be ready for that. Now it doesn't seem like they are. Few units near the village. They're gonna go for those bases. I think it's a bad idea. You want to go step by step and guard the village burning, so when it's done you start building and you make your way up. You go step by step. If you try to burn too large of a surface, you will get ambushed. Every time that's what happened. I'm glad that they have fighter support, because this could be a very good target for a bomber. A bomber or two bombers would do a lot of damage. And if I would be one, I would time myself to jump all together. If you start jumping one by one, it's gonna have a little effect, because every base that jump one by one will get destroyed in sequence. So there's a good group of super heavy. Now they send more reinforcement to feed that group. So let's be patient. Oh, you see? So somebody just jumped. There we go. So he's healing the village. Yeah, he's alright player. 154 million power. Trying to do his best to damage that super heavy. They will not try to bomb this base, I think, this time. It will be a mistake, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm glad that OnE is trying to save this village. It makes it interesting. You know, when you think that it's an easy burn and the enemy is waiting to jump all together, that's when you have a nice war. Ooh, somebody else jumping as well. Now this is a good timing for an ambush, because those troops are busy sieging that base. That's when you can do some damage. Make sure you don't jump too close. Use the Katyusha to bombard. Yeah, the artillery did some good damage on that player. I like that. This is well played, sir. Yeah, he's trying to get rid of the enemy surrounding him. Yep. Oh, another guy. Shanti is back. This time he did not miss his jump. Good for you. So they will approach. Yeah, good place for your Katyusha. Now, nothing's wrong with this setup. Oh, you see this guy with the BM? 9.2 stars. This BM, I've seen it play earlier. I'm sorry I didn't have any footage, but this Katyusha is a monster. It's running at 40 million power, and I swear, I've seen it, this guy. He got swarmed by a fast group, and he survived. Imagine that. Any other BM would be long gone, but this BM, he made it. You see the power of those 9.2 stars unit? They are really, really strong. Wow. So now we have many bases there. 1, 2, I saw 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, and maybe 1 on the upper left corner. So yeah, they go by order. So you go at near closest to your border and work your way up. Now it's still a big group, but did you notice the difference between the size of this group now and earlier in the game? They lost a few troops. They keep feeding that group, but you see that the attack is slowly losing steam, okay? Now, when that happened, it means maybe the players who were online were sending reinforcement or offline now. So the group is getting smaller and smaller. Still very strong, but you see the difference, how it's evolving. Because when you burn base like that, even if you have the upper end in terms of firepower and activity, it's still you still lose a lot of troop burning bases. It's really it costs a lot of reserves. So Comrade VZ, now he jumped near the border. So these guys, they have to take a decision. Are they gonna go up or restart from the border and work their way up? Because if they start splitting, they could be in danger. Yeah, Shanti didn't last long. Okay, so the group decided to take care of the smaller bases up north. More bases drop. Good job, OnE. This will not be an easy fight. So yeah. Oh, another base. So this is a good placement because nobody can, if he can make, yeah, he made it, good for him. So this is a good placement because nobody can move between your base and the hillside. Another one dropping. Okay. So now UN is not in trouble, but their attack will lose steam quite fast. Now it's time to reorganize. At this point, what I would do personally, I would just after this base, I would go back in the border, in safe zone, not in safe zone, but in friendly zone, to reorganize, regroup, refill the army. And of course, something's happening. I'm lagging out, it seems. Yep. So we're back in action. So now I'm glad that those guys from OnE, they're not putting an easy fight for UN. They are jumping quite together, making it difficult for UN to burn that village. And it seems like they have a good strategy. They know where they land. Nothing is done randomly. And you remember what I said earlier about the size of the group? Now the group is getting smaller in size, and they're getting spread out, so they're really not efficient. And at this point, it's too late to retreat and regroup because they will get completely destroyed. It didn't cost much troops for OnE, because when the base burn, you teleport, you relocate. For the attacker, the attacking team, they lost quite a few troops. Double bongo. Yeah, so this guy will find his spot. Animus, yeah, he's a strong player, so good for them. They have strong guys to support themselves. So, yeah. Right now, as for UN, they did a lot of damage, but now it seems like their group is completely gone. Within the last 5 minutes, they lost quite a lot of troops. Okay, bombing time. Let's see how much health those bombers lose with the new anti-aircraft technology. 151 million? Okay. Yeah, bombers are losing a little bit of health. Oh, that's a mistake. That's a bad move. Silent Ninja IQ. IQ. Yep. At least he garrisoned back. He didn't stay there. Yeah, those bombers are doing quite a lot of damage. Okay, now they got fighter support. You will see those OnE bomber either disappearing or getting destroyed, because when they pull out the Air Force, I don't pull my Air Force anymore when I face that kind of a position, because it's a matter of seconds before you get the audio cue where you lose that fighter. Oh, okay, this guy is done. I'm curious to see what will be their next gameplay. Are they gonna adopt a defense position, or they will try to attack United Nations? Ooh. Yep. I don't know if you noticed on the bottom part of the screen that Teke TB with that strong Katyusha, he just wiped an artillery instantly. A very strong unit. Yeah, he got a very strong base too. When you think you're strong, let's say you are at 200 million power, which is good, there is always a stronger guy than you. And he will make you feel or look bad. Yep, there are some players who got good money. Good for them. Yeah, this guy is almost done, so the logical method is to bomb him. Maybe he will be out of airlift. Animus at 207 million power. Yep. Usually at 189. Guys, I'm sorry, that's all I have today. It's a wrap because I gotta go, but I just want to highlight this good gameplay from OnE versus United Nations. Good gameplay. Yep, well done, and stay tuned for more videos, guys. See ya.